Hey guys, today we're going to be making cheesecake, so let's get into it. So the first step is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or around 180 degrees Celsius. And then in a blender or a food processor, we're going to put in 9 graham crackers and we're just going to blend it. Once it's at this texture, you can just stop, and now we're going to add in 1/8 of a cup of sugar, and then we're going to blend it together. Now that the graham crackers and sugar have been mixed in well, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter and we're going to pour it in here. So we're going to do it a little bit at a time because this is like a binding agent, and it's just going to make it a bit more easier for the crust to form. You could obviously just use a blender, but I'm going to mix it in with a spoon. So for my cheesecake, I'm only going to do the bottom, but if you wanted to do the sides, you would have had to take more graham crackers. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to pour it in. Now that all of the mixture has been poured in, what we're going to do is we're just going to spread the crust out and just press it down. Obviously, if you want a thicker crust than what I'm going to have, you can put in more graham crackers, but I don't really want that thick of a crust, so yeah. Now that the crust has been flattened and it's everywhere, we can put this aside and get on with the filling. We're going to take 24 ounces of cream cheese and pour it into the bowl. Make sure it's room temperature, or else the filling will be very clumpy and you most likely will get a crack in your cheesecake. Now, we're going to whip this until it's light and fluffy. So we whipped the cream cheese and it's very fluffy now. And we're going to add in 1 cup of sugar, and then we're going to beat it up again. The sugar has been mixed in, and now we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then mix it in again, and make sure so I'm going to have to take the stuff off the side and mix it in because, well, that's unnecessary. Once it's all mixed up, we're going to put in 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. And then we're going to mix it all together. We're going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then we're just going to mix it all together. Once the vanilla extract is mixed in, we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of flour. And then we're going to mix it all together. Once the flour is fully mixed in, we're going to add in 2 eggs, 1 at a time. So first pour it in and then mix it in, and then pour in the other one, or else there might be cracks in your final cheesecake. The first egg has been mixed in, and now we're going to add the second one, and then we're going to mix it in. How it should look like once both of the eggs have been mixed in, and now we're just going to pour it into the crust and put it in the oven. Crust, just put it all in. You don't need to even it out, it'll even out on its own. Yeah. For the baking instructions, we're going to put the cake in the oven at 350 degrees for 10 minutes, and then lower down the heat to 300 degrees and keep it there for 40 minutes. So this is the final product. It just came out of the oven, and now we're going to put it in the fridge. You can keep it there for at least 4 hours, and then after that, it's free to eat. So I hope you guys try this and enjoy.